Okay, so you want to own a hotel. Marble lobby, a name on the door, and money arriving while you sleep, one guest at a time. Rooms fill. The bar hums. The reviews glow. It feels like the most romantic business in the world. Here's the problem. That lobby is a stage. A hotel is not really a hospitality business. It is a perishable inventory business wearing a bathrobe. And every single night at midnight, all of your inventory expires. Let me show you where the money actually hides. Start with the price of the dream. Hotels are priced per room, what the industry calls per key. A budget hotel costs $130,000 to $190,000 per key to build. A mid-tier select service hotel, $150,000 to $250,000. A full-service hotel, $300,000 to $500,000. And a true luxury hotel, past $1 million per room. So even a modest 120-room hotel is a $20 to $35 million project, land, steel and mattresses included, before a single guest checks in. Almost nobody pays that in cash. A hotel is built on debt, usually 60 to 70% of the total cost, borrowed. You put up the rest as equity and pray. Because here is the number that actually rules a hotel. Not occupancy, the debt service coverage ratio. The lender demands that your profit covers your loan payment by at least 1.25 times every year. Miss it, and it does not matter how nice your lobby is. The bank, not the guest, is the customer you can never disappoint. Now the strangest bill of all. You have to rent your own name. Most hotels fly a flag, a brand like a famous chain, and that brand charges rent on its own logo. A royalty of 5 to 7% of your room revenue. Then a marketing fee. Then a loyalty program charge. Add it up and the brand quietly takes around 10 to 13% of every dollar your rooms earn, forever. You built the building, you bought the beds. But the 3 words on the sign out front belong to somebody else. And here is the part that flips everything. The famous brands barely own any hotels at all. Marriott owns less than 1% of the hotels that carry its name. Around 50 buildings, out of thousands. Hilton, about the same. They discovered something better than owning real estate. They own the name, collect the fees, and let people like you carry the mortgage, the staff, and the risk. The chain is not in the hotel business. It is in the business of renting its reputation to the people who are. The fees are not done yet. Running a hotel is a specialist job, so many owners hire a separate management company to actually operate the place. That company takes a base fee, around 3% of your total revenue, plus an incentive slice of the profit on top. So follow the chain of hands. The brand takes its cut. The manager takes its cut. The bank takes its payment. And the owner, the person who put up all the money and all the risk, stands at the very end of the line. So how does a hotel actually keep score? 3 numbers rule everything. Occupancy? The percentage of rooms filled, which across America runs around 62%. ADR, the average daily rate a room sells for, about $158. And multiply those two together and you get the one number that matters most. RevPar. Revenue per available room. Nationally right around $100. That single number decides whether the whole expensive machine lives or dies. Now the idea at the heart of the whole business. A hotel room is the most perishable product on earth. More perishable than milk, than fish, than flowers. Because tonight's empty room cannot be sold tomorrow. When the clock hits midnight, every unsold room in your hotel is worth exactly 0, forever. That night is simply gone. An airline seat has the same curse. So does a concert ticket. You are not really selling a room. You are selling a single night of a room and racing the clock to sell it before it turns to dust in your hands. This is why the rooms are everything. When you sell one more room, most of that money drops straight to the bottom line. The bed is already made, the lobby already lit. Rooms flow through at roughly 70 to 80 cents on the dollar. But the restaurant, the bar, the room service, those are a trap. Food and drink are expensive to make and barely profitable, often keeping only 30 to 50 cents on the dollar. The glamorous rooftop bar is mostly for the photos. The plain, boring bedroom upstairs is the actual money machine. But before you get to keep any of that, another hand appears. The online travel agency. When a guest books your room through one of those big travel websites, the site takes a commission of 15 to 25% of the room rate for simply sending you a customer. So hotels fight a quiet war to get you to book direct on their own site, because every booking through the app is a booking that arrives already taxed. The guest thinks they found a deal. The hotel just paid a finder's fee for its own room. And the costs never sleep. Labor is the single biggest expense, 30 to 40% of everything the hotel earns. Front desk, housekeeping, kitchen, maintenance, around the clock. Then the brand taps you on the shoulder every few years and demands a renovation, a property improvement plan to keep the logo looking fresh. That can cost millions. So smart owners quietly set aside 4 to 5% of revenue every year just for the carpets, the mattresses, and the lobbies they will be forced to replace. A hotel is a building that is always, expensively, wearing out. And every so often the whole industry gets a brutal reminder of what it really owns. In 2020, travel stopped, almost overnight. For the full year, the average American hotel's revpar fell by nearly half. Empty buildings still burning cash on staff, insurance, and debt. And in 2023, a large hotel company called Ashford Hospitality Trust did something that tells you everything. Facing loans it could not refinance as interest rates spiked, it chose to simply hand 19 of its hotels back to the lenders. Walked away. Because when the debt is bigger than the building is worth, the smartest move is to give the keys back and leave. So run one hotel through 2 very different years, the good year. Business travel is booming, occupancy is high, the rooms sell themselves, and after every hand takes its cut, the owner still clears a healthy profit and a rising building value. The realistic year. A recession trims travel. A new hotel opens down the street and steals your guests. The brand mandates a $2 million renovation. And the loan payment arrives every single month whether the rooms are full or empty. Same building, same beds. The difference between those 2 years is the difference between wealth and handing back the keys. So, should you want a hotel? If you can raise millions, survive a bad year with the loan still due, and accept that a brand, an app, a manager, and a bank all get paid before you do, a great hotel in a great location can genuinely build a fortune. Just be honest about what you are buying. You do not own a hospitality business. You own a very expensive building that rents its name from a brand, its guests from an app, and its future from a bank. The bed was never the business.